Okay, so I'm not going to read all of this because, first of all, it doesn't it doesn't seem to be relevant, and secondly, a lot of it is just a lot of nonsense. Like, honestly, it would make more sense if they had pasted lorem ipsum in here. I think this browser is trying to lead us down a Google rabbit hole, honestly. How many more search results can I get? I can get 55 before the game crashes. Great. I'm guessing this game is just generating a bunch of gibberish there. Wow. No, no. This is not the... This is the last time we saved. Let's load that. Thank you very much. Do we already have our car keys? Yes, we do. Oh, I can skip this. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Welcome home. Right. Mr. Bellico.
Okay, I don't think we need any of these. Did spell that name correctly, did I? Let me just look that up. Yeah, Jordan Bellico. Okay, this is just the same Greek nonsense. Okay, none of that sounds like it is anything that is actually relevant to us. Alright.
Is that him?
Oh, sorry, I did not want to skip that. Oops.
Hi, you must be Jordan, right? Jack Stern, it's a pleasure.
Did you have a pleasant flight?
Yeah, well, I don't really like flying, you know? But after 5 beers, it was alright.
Everything all right with the car?
Yeah, everything's fine, thanks. I've made myself at home in there. The thing with the steering wheel's a bit of a pain, but I'll manage.
I'd have thought driving on the left would be a lot easier after 5 beers.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you caught me. Where do I hand in my driving license?
To me, for example.
Hey, Jordan, come on now. I'm completely sober. You wouldn't make things difficult for a fellow policeman now, would you?
Like I said, Jack, your boss warned me about you.
Oh, boy. What did the old grouch come up with this time?
No, he thinks a lot of you. But he also said that you're not so hot on following the rules.
Nonsense. I love rules.
All the better. Because you're in Great Britain now, Jack. You'll respect the law here. All the laws, including the ones that concern driving under the influence. Is that clear?
Crystal clear. Okay, now tell me, what happened to the poor guy?
We don't know any more than what's in the report. Perhaps the post-mortem can tell us something, but the pathologist wasn't particularly optimistic.
Evidence secured?
And checked. All negative thus far. It would appear that he really did just fall down dead. Organ failure.
Did he take drugs?
Well, cocaine, uppers, sleeping pills, and he was an alcoholic, but no critical blood values. He went to the doctor regularly. The results were all in order.
Wow. Almost sounds as though the man was more afraid of flying than me, huh?
Indeed. But his consumption patterns are unfortunately not uncommon for a top-ranking politician.
I suppose I don't really need to ask if he had enemies.
It would be quicker to list his friends. You followed the coverage of the demonstrations over the G8 summit?
Sure.
Then you've seen a few 100,000 of his enemies. Our first thought was political murder, but we can't find a thing. No weapon, no injuries, no bacteria, no poison.
Did he have family?
Wife, ex-wife, 3 children, golden retriever, and a girlfriend, of course, his blonde assistant. She's going to inherit everything, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. And how old is she?
22. Can't count to 5, but looks like Miss Universe.
We must be doing something wrong, Jordan.
At least we're still alive.
Well, good for the girlfriend. She's gonna get a lot of money. But okay, maybe the ex-wife is
I'd
not
like to have a look around in there now.
going to be so
course. I've already informed
thrilled.
the officers. You have access to the office at any time. Your colleagues from France have also been here, by the way. Took off again yesterday.
Are you coming in with me?
Sorry, I've got too much to do. We're putting a special commission together. You've got my mobile number, so if you find anything...
You'll be the first to know.
That's right. So, speak to you soon.
Okay, off we go.
Hooray, let's go. Oh wait. Forgot to interact with the statue. Oh well.
Gotta be one of Henston's predecessors. A regular wife of Dracula. An old trooper. Well, it's a piece of something. One hell of a boat. Well, look at this. Henston's organizer.
Are we really just going to pick up the evidence from the crime scene?
I
Really?
call it shortening the chain of command.
Holy shit. Oh, we are going to be in so much trouble.
Yep, not much gets left behind. Not even of the high and mighty.
Are you kidding me?
Files.
We are such a wonderful investigator. Yeah, we are absolutely totally sticking to the rules. Like, we respect the rules so much.
Mr. Henston's organizer.
We can't even
Do a bit
inspect
of
it.
research on these entries. Let's see. Shortly before his death, Mr. Henston went out for a meal with a certain Nancy Jenkins. And then on the following day, again with a Laureen Myers. Then he had a meeting with a company called ArtTrans in his office.
Nancy Jenkins, Lauren Myers, and contact with ArtTrans company. Okay, let's save. Nancy. Somebody mentioned a Nancy earlier in the game. Who was that? Was it Lauren? No, right now. Do we have anything else that we can interact with here?
Nice, but not my taste. I know this old guy from somewhere. Colonial politician, I think. Now, would anyone notice if I just took a sip?
Yes, fuck off. Don't drink on the job. You lazy ass.
Admiral Nelson, or someone.
Also, I'm pretty sure there were probably cameras in that place, so they will know that we were the ones who took that diary, I'm pretty sure.
Minister Henston's organizer. What were their names again? Nancy Jenkins, Laureen Myers, ArtTrans.
Okay, let's do some research. Nancy Jenkins.
That could be it. A model then, huh?
Nancy. Model. Actress. One oh two 26596. Okay. Laureen Myers. No results. ArtTrans.
A specialist art shipper. Strange.
Pictures and sculptures. Transport. Plus 44. 693 15620. Okay, I'm very confused that we couldn't find Lauren though, so let me just double check that.
Minister Henston's organizer. What were their names again? Nancy Jenkins, Laureen Myers, ArtTrans.
Okay, so it's Myers without the first E. Laureen Myers.
Alibi service? The good minister was very organized.
Laureen Myers. Alibi service. Hotel room letting by the hour. Okay. Okay, ma'am, I see you. You know, you do you. Make your money however you want. And that would be 44709 387. All right. Let's see if we can now call any of these ladies.
Nancy Jenkins.
Hello, Mrs. Jenkins. This is Jack Stern from the International Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Do you have a moment for me?
International who?
International Police. I'm investigating the death of the minister James Henston. I assume you've heard about that.
Well, I never. So he's dead, is he?
You don't know anything about it.
Listen, Mr. International Thingamajig.
My name is Stern.
James Henston was a purebred sod and didn't deserve any better. I hope it was a slow and painful death.
Oh, we're still working that out.
Did you have to cut him up into little pieces for that?
Oh, well, I think something like that will be done.
Good. Very good. If you need any help with that.
You didn't like Mr. Henston very much? Why'd you go to dinner with him then?
Because he paid for it. It's my job. Escort service, you see.
Why do you have such a bad opinion of him?
He was a pig. Don't you want to ask me if I killed him?
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry if I put you in an awkward position.
Not at all. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Good. So then, thank you very much for now.
She's taking this very well. Okay, you go, Nancy.
Myers?
Hi, Mrs. Myers. This is Jack Stern from the International Police.
International Police? Well, I never. So word of mouth does work.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. What's this about, please?
I have a few questions about the death of James Henston.
Oh, I see, yes. That was a terrible thing. I was out for a meal with him just the day before he died.
That's exactly why I'm calling. What was the purpose of your date?
Business. Contract extension.
Mr. Henston was a customer of your service?
For many years. He had a bit of a difficult marriage.
I can imagine. So you supplied him with the fitting alibis for his marital difficulties?
Exactly. Have you got a problem with that?
Not at all. Did Mr. Henston have any other difficulties, apart from his marriage?
Well, with a job like his, you always have a lot of difficulties. He traveled a lot, and not all of his destinations were meant to be public knowledge.
Did you always know where he was going when he needed an alibi?
No. We don't ask our customers questions. We give them answers.
Where were you when Mr. Henston died?
You're asking for my alibi?
I'm quite sure you have one.
I've got 20.
One's enough for me.
I was working out a contract with a high-ranking American policeman. International Police. Would you like to know his name?
Perhaps I better not.
I thought not.
Good. Well, thanks a lot for now.
Nothing at all, Mr. Stern. And, if you ever need an alibi...
I know. Have a nice day.
Lorraine is a boss. Also, none of these people are... all of these people are talking to him without a lawyer. They are all incredibly stupid. Like, guys, if the police ever calls you and asks you about a guy who just got murdered, maybe ask first if you're being implicated in anything and possibly ask for a lawyer. I'm just saying.
Trans Limited, Jeff Travis speaking.
Hi, Mr. Travis. Jack Stern here from the International Police. I have a question about one of your customers, James Henston.
Oh, yes. The minister. He just died, didn't he?
That's right. There's a note in his diary suggesting he had an appointment with you the day before his death.
One moment. Let me just check. Yes, that's right. His ministry had loaned out a picture for a special exhibition in the London Modern. We brought it back on that day. To his office, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh. Which picture was it?
The Portrait of Cecil Rhodes by William James Thurber.
How many people did you send?
2, like always.
What are their names?
I can't tell you exactly. I haven't received all of the papers yet. They're still in the post. But you could ask at the museum. Our people have to sign transport documents there.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for now. Goodbye. G8 Summit. That was sure something. Wasn't that in D.C.? It all went off. National Guard and everything. I'll take a closer look at it on the web.
G8 Summit. Okay, let's look that up. In our trusty Ice Bear.
Interesting.
London Daily Paper, 27th of June 2009. Serious protests at the G8 Summit. Over the past week, heads of government from the 8 leading industrial nations have been meeting with high-ranking government representatives for talks in Washington. The meeting was accompanied by demonstrations by militant opponents of globalization. The authorities estimated the number of demonstrators at around 40,000 participants. Government critical groups, however, put the figure at 90,000 activists. In total, more than 10,000 police and National Guardsmen were brought in to maintain order. On the fringes of the demonstrations, there were outbreaks of violence. The police arrested several hundred rioters associated with the radical One World Army. At the closing press conference, the political leaders made public declarations of intent across the themes of brand theft, development aid, and debt relief. The emerging industrial nations, India, Brazil, Mexico, and South Africa, should in future be more strongly represented on the panels of the G8. On account of its brand piracy, China was expressly excluded from this ruling. China's Foreign Minister Xiao Shupin walked out of the summit in meeting in protest. I probably butchered that name. I'm terribly sorry if anybody who is Chinese hears me pronounce this. I cannot pronounce Chinese names to save my life. No consensus was able to be reached in relation to debt relief for South American states. Signatories were also unable to agree on transparency in financial markets. Talks on the reduction of carbon dioxide emissions were adjourned. Spokesperson for the OWA, Amy Connelly, described this as a scandal and evidence of the rich nation's incapacities for actions. Okay. Let's write up a quick summary of this. G8, Washington, 27th of June 2009. Around 90,000 activists. Police arrested hundreds of One World Army, OWA. Okay, so quick. Agreed on brand theft, debt relief, development aid, and stronger representation for India, Brazil, Mexico, and South Africa. Brazil, Mexico, and South Africa. China excluded. Foreign Minister walked out in protest. Okay. No agreement. Debt relief for South America. Transparency in financial markets. and reduction of CO2. Reduction of CO2. Awesome. Whew, the notes are getting kind of long. Okay, let's go.
Okay, about time we got out to see some people. I'll speak to Henston's widow tomorrow, and with his assistant. Let's see how she's coping with her new wealth. And I still have to get to the museum, what with this art shipper and all. Better do that now, before they close.
Alright, let's go to the museum.
Okay, here we are. Blimey, I haven't been here for ages. They've redone the whole forecourt.
Nice pigs. We could do with one of those for the loft.
We've already got enough pigs there. So, shall we go in?
What am I going to do if one of my old colleagues recognizes me?
You say hello. This is a museum. They'll be expecting visitors.
I just don't want anyone to ask awkward questions.
Come on, Mike's right. They'd be happy to see you. We're not doing anything illegal.
Not yet, anyway. So, off you go. I'll get my hands on the building plans in the meantime.
Good. Bernard, you check out the camera system. I'll look for the painting. Is your phone on?
Of course.
Then let's meet back here in an hour, alright?
Good luck.
Oh, I would not be surprised if we accidentally end up hopping into the wrong, suspiciously black unmarked van. Like, because that just looks like it has the potential for confusion.
The Thames is just around the corner here. Cute, somehow. Impressive. I think I know him.
You'll manage. I'll concentrate on the cameras. Let's go. We'll split up. He'll only be able to follow one of us.
How comforting. Oh, of course he's following us. Fun times.
The guard's over here.